Teb Riffetts, thank you very much for being with us. You're representing Cambodia in tennis at the federation level. You've got quite a story to tell. At the IDF AGM, you tugged at a few heartstrings with your stories. Tell us a little bit about what you said to the AGM.
Well, thank you for having me. At this AGM, I think it was important to pass the message that it is a total and full tennis revival in Cambodia. As you know, we have had our share of hardship and challenges over during the 70s, and tennis has been totally shut down, just like the country was totally shut down during those years. And after 30 years of silence, Cambodia has woken up from its ashes, and so did tennis. And we took a challenge to bring tennis back to the world, and we are very happy to be here.
Tell me about the struggle in getting tennis revived in Cambodia.
Well, the struggle went into several folds. First of all was to get the participation back, bringing back the identity of tennis in Cambodia. Obviously, because of the Khmer Rouge regime, everything has been wiped out from the currency, from land ownership, and therefore tennis was gone as well in the mind of people. The second challenge was obviously the funding. In order to do anything, we needed some small funding in order to kickstart things. And it was very difficult difficult sale to talk to sponsors and to talk to other people that would be interested. So it was a difficult challenge. However, we managed, and here we are.
How do you operate on such a shoestring budget that you do? Because I know you don't have a lot of money coming in.
We do what we can. I tell you, we're putting our own money. My president puts a little bit of his own money. I put a little bit of my own money. We spend an enormous amount of time. We talk to sponsors because we come from the business world, so it's a little bit easier for us to have access to sponsors. But at the very beginning, sponsors were sponsoring us because they knew us, and I said, well, don't sponsor me because of the fact that you know me, but sponsor me because you know that it is the right cause. And now slowly that attitude has been changing, and people are really looking into sponsoring tennis because it does bring them something. And yeah, it's slowly. We're not there yet, obviously. We are still operating on a shoestring budget, but here we are.
Yeah, I was very lucky to visit Cambodia a few years ago, and I found the people to be incredibly welcoming, warm smiles, and it's like a new dawn over there, isn't it? Tell me your story, and also what I understood is that 50% of the population is under the age of 25. I mean, that is staggering.
Yes, you're right. 50% of the population is under the age of 18.
That's
1918, which, as I mentioned often yesterday, I think it's a great opportunity for Tennis Cambodia. It's a great opportunity because we'll be sitting down on a huge bank of players if we do this right, if we advertise it right, if we promote tennis in the right way. But I think it's going to be fascinating what's going to develop in the next 10 years. Now, to get back to the first part of your question, my story is quite simple. My father was captain of the Davis Cup team. I'm sorry. He unfortunately passed away in 1995. Never had the chance to come back here and see the country again. So during the 50s and the 60s, he was called Mr. Tennis, and I made sure that when I returned to continue this legacy of what he has achieved. And hopefully, since I've never made it as a player, I hope that I can contribute in my own small way in the running the federation and bringing tennis to all, which was his dream.
How does tennis go in Cambodia? You don't have many courts, but I think from what I hear, kids are starting to pick up rackets and hit tennis balls.
Yes, yeah, and this is the most beautiful aspect of our development program. You know, having kids, having players on a national team winning medals and so on, which we have achieved since 2007 and then 2009, that's one thing, and that's a high competition tennis. That's good. But to see children with no opportunities, to be able to bring a new dimension into a kid's life, you know, from public school either or from an orphanage, this is where we get the real reward, the goodies. That's where it comes from. That's what we're here for. To see them given possibilities because of the ICF has supported us to the different type of balls, and because we launched the tennis 10s over there, we're giving possibilities to children that had no idea what tennis was by going to their school, bringing them mini tennis, let them play in the backyard of their school, and 6-7 months down the road they are back in our training center playing their first ever tournament, under 12 tournament, for instance. This is what I believe tennis should be about.
It must be so satisfying, so inspiring for you as an individual, but I would also think for the people of Cambodia to see the youth, the young people, starting to find a bit of purpose.
Absolutely. You said the right word. The word is really to have a purpose. As you know, after the Pol Pot regime, there was only one purpose, was just to survive and make sure that we could eat the day after. Today we're giving them, as I told you, a new dimension, more purpose, more purposes, more reason, and tennis is one of them. Sports is a great purpose. Now tennis now has gone to in addition to what sports in Cambodia is all about. We're trying to prove that it's not necessarily an elitist sport, because we go to the people, we bring the equipment to them, and we give them possibilities, and they accept it and they do embrace it with this very, very strong purpose.
Well, thank you for the work you're doing there to develop this great sport of ours, and it's a great sport to inspire young people.
Thank you very much. Thank you.